Ladies and gentlemen, what you are about to watch is a transmission from the future. Video technology has advanced to the point where we can finally see what the people of the future will make their videos like. And it brings me great pleasure to bring this video production to you. Hey everyone, it's me, Joe Bush. We're back again, making a new video today. It has gotten a little bit chilly out, it being September 18th, 2016, so I had to put on this nice pullover, but I'm gonna be warming up here with the game of Crackdown for the Sega Genesis. It's a really neat little thing, so just enjoy my video about it, and I hope you really like it. Thanks. I did not think I would enjoy Crackdown for the Sega Genesis when I purchased it. I honestly didn't think anything about Crackdown for the Sega Genesis when I purchased it. I purchased it along with like 8 other games for $2.49 on Steam. And it's a lot different from anything else I've ever played on this machine. It's like, I recommend this, and I don't really know how to say that I recommend this. I like how this takes up only about a quarter of the screen. This is like watching football at a sports book, where all the information surrounding you on the screen and the actual size of the screen isn't all that big. There's something nice about that, because they're not shortchanging you with the heads-up display or anything. The full gameplay is right there, and right there alone. You could feasibly pause and get all of this information in another screen like in almost every other game ever released, but I like just having it, right here, all in front of my eyes. Of course, what could be gained from a game like this having more screen real estate? A tactical top-down stealth game about setting off bombs? Well, actually, I guess yes, it could be helped with more screen real estate. But this came out in like 1990 on the Genesis. 1990 for the Sega Genesis was like the dark ages of the Genesis. Actually, more like the Iron Age of the Sega Genesis, where there was definitely some civilization and some really important stuff coming out, but it was before the really important thing happened and changed everything. And in this metaphor, Sonic the Hedgehog is Jesus Christ, I just realized. Crackdown in this metaphor is like Vercingetorix. Very flawed and not, like, perfect, and really not all that important in the scheme of things, but I love him anyway. Roman Gaul will never die. Crackdown will never die either, if we don't let it. This is not a whole lot unlike Metal Gear, except the whole thing is based around detonating bombs located in space, which means it's a little bit more like Turbo, a Power Rangers movie. But those are about the same anyway, I get them mixed up all the time. Crackdown plays a lot like Blackthorn for the Super Nintendo and 32X as well. You have to sometimes tactically take cover and shoot one-on-one against an enemy. I do like to pick the most universal metaphors for these videos, and I think I did just that. One thing that I like is how you have the choice of 2 characters, one named Ben and one named Andy, which are the 2 best names for the job. Nice, solid, intimidating names. I wouldn't want to stare down the barrel of somebody named Andy. Really, Crackdown is not that different from Gauntlet mixed with Blackthorn and the early Metal Gear games. There are some parts where I think I strategically ran away from enemies rather than engaging them, but the point of the game isn't to kill everyone. Well, the point of the game is to kill everyone, but with the bombs, not necessarily with the bullets. And you know what? This game is full of flaws. All over the place there are flaws. It's really easy to die, for instance. You get shot once and you die, which is accurate in life. Mostly when you do get shot, you do end up dying. At least that seems right. Also, they give you the option to get as many as 6 continues, and you get 9 lives to start out, which, doing the math, lets you die 54 times before game over. That's really impressive, and you know what? That actually makes this game a lot less difficult. I think you get used to the difficulty, and you know that you have to be careful, but you also don't have the time necessarily to be perfectly careful, which makes it frantic, and I like that. I like that a lot. I like this game a lot and basically fully recommend it as long as you can handle a couple of flaws in a 26-year-old game. The cartridge isn't expensive and is pretty cheap on Steam as well, so you won't have trouble finding it. Well, I hope you enjoyed my video about Crackdown, a great classic Sega Genesis game. Really one of the most fun games you can have on that great 16-bit console from the early 90s. So, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you keep playing retro games. Remember, love the games, love yourself, and have a great time. Thank you all for watching. We're having a great time. Everything's going great here in October of 2016. That is, unless you are a member of the Resistance in the VR Clones War. I repeat, if you are a member of the Resistance in the VR Clones War, this message is for you. I am a neutral. However, my body has been used as a method to communicate a very important piece of information to the Resistance in the VR Clones War. I know not what this message says and I will not read. However, this message is full of important information. This is a code for the Resistance in the VR Clones War. To those of you watching in the past, I pray to God that this video made it back to you. Do not buy the headsets. Do not buy the headsets. Do not buy the headsets. VR Clones War.